Yo, what up world? Welcome back to another beat making video. Today we're going to be doing like a synthwave or synth pop kind of beat. So think artists like Mr. Kitty, White Ring, Crystal Castles, stuff like that. So let's just jump into it. I'm going to keep the tempo at 140 and I'm going to open up Omnisphere and grab the 90s keyboard. Keyboard 90s keys vibe. So we can go into the piano roll now and start writing out our chord progression. I like that. I just want to layer it with something else. I'm going to go into Sora, go into the keyboard folder. I'm going to grab the organ. I'm just going to copy those notes into that. Go into the piano roll, hit Control A, Control Up to bring it up one octave. And now let's give it a listen. Yeah, definitely like that. It gives a lot of that texture that it needed. So let's throw both of these into the mixer. And what we want to do now is create a bus for these plugins. So I'm just going to name this chord bus. We'll color that red. And we're just going to route to this track only for both of them. So let's open up an EQ. That's going to be for later though. Right now we need a kick. So I'm going to go into my kicks folder and I'm going to grab the FPC4 kick. I'm going to right click each 8 steps and I'm going to throw that into insert 10. Let's name that as well, kick. And we want to sidechain into our chord bus. So we're going to hit sidechain to this track, pump that up, and then let's go back into our chord bus and we're going to open up Fruity Limiter, and right under the release knob it should say sidechain, and we're going to click kick, and now we're able to actually sidechain our kick into our chord progression. Cool. So that kick is definitely hitting through now. So let's go into our arrangement window, and where it says pattern 1, I'm just going to split by channel and we're going to start doing some arranging. We'll hit Control T or Alt T for markers. Just put that as verse, and we'll introduce the Sora and the kick. And let's go back into our mixer. So that EQ I opened up before, we're going to use that as a filter sweep. So we're going to create an automation clip on this knob right here. Create automation clip. And we want it to look something like that. Okay, cool. So now we need a cymbal. Kind of like that. So let's throw that into the mixer as well. I usually like to put like cymbals or any kind of sound effects in the back of my mixer, just so they're a bit out of the way. And we're basically just gonna like drown this in reverb. And bring it way down. Okay, cool. So let's have this for 8 bars as well. And this right here, I'm gonna make unique, this omnisphere, and I'm just gonna drag out this chord progression. This last chord, I'm just gonna drag it out. And let's bring our cymbals over. Let's make this one unique, and we're going to reverse it. So you want to make sure these line up pretty good. So you might want to zoom in quite a bit and just make sure that they're hitting perfectly. So that looks good to me. Okay, cool. So let's get our hi-hat in there. All right, we're gonna hit F4 for a new pattern. We'll call this hi-hat. And we're just gonna hit each 4 steps. And let's just copy that over. Okay, so the hi-hat's a bit long, so let's just shorten it a bit, and it's also a bit bright. So I'm gonna put a little filter on it. We'll take it off the grid just a very little bit, and yeah, maybe even shorter than that. Just throw it in the mixer. Put some flanger on it. Classic flanger. Okay, so now we need a clap. So let's go into our snares folder. And these GRV snare claps are like a snare and a clap layered together. So I'm just gonna grab one of these. That's a pretty hard hitting one. So throw that into the channel rack. And let's hit F4 to make another pattern. We'll just call this one clap. Color it pink. And we're just gonna put the clap on the 3 and the 7. Go into piano roll. Nope, that is wrong. Highlight the first 2 bars, hit Control B to paste it over. Now we should have a clap for our 4 bars. Okay, cool. Let's throw the clap into the mixer because it definitely needs some like decay. So we'll put that on insert 11. Clap. And we'll open up Fruity Reverb 2. We'll just give it some decay. Yeah, way better. All right, so now we need like a lead sound. So let's open up Nexus. And just go into the single layer leads folder. And I like a lot of these hands up leads here. So I'll just grab the first one, and if anything, we can just swap out the sounds later. But let's write out the MIDI. Okay, so something like this. All right, cool. Let's throw that in the mixer. So I'm not going to layer this lead, but what I will do is put on a stereo enhancer. We use the preset subtle, and we'll just, yeah, that's about it. And we'll throw some EQ on it, the wrong one. All right, cool. We need a bass, so I'm going to open up another Nexus. Go into the bass folder, and the Autron bass should be good for this. Put a low cut on that, and use our, oh yeah, because we're not on the same pattern. Damn. I put the lead on the same pattern as the Nexus, but that's an easy fix. All right, so let's open up a new pattern, and this will be bass. So what notes are we using for the chords again? Let me just copy this over. This is where like FL Studio gets a little confusing when you start to have a lot of different patterns. So I'm just gonna follow the root note of the chord, and we're gonna do something like. So let's add like a hook section. So I'm gonna copy this over, Alt-T, we'll just call this hook. And basically what I wanna do is just, what do I wanna do? It's a good question. Let's make the clap unique for this part. And actually, no, let's keep the clap the same. Let's make the kick unique. And we'll just put it on every 4 steps. That cymbal could go up a bit more. Barely hear it. All right, so let's add like a new sound to the hook section. Call this hook lead. And I'm thinking maybe like I don't know, like maybe an ARP or something like that. So let's open up Electra X because they have some really nice ARPs. All right, let's try something like that. Might be a bit too busy, but maybe with like some EQ, we can make it work. Let's add some rolls for the hi-hat for the chorus. Oh, we forgot to bring the bass into the chorus. Okay, let's add one more element to this hook section, and I think we'll wrap it up. This video is getting pretty long. Let's open up Harmor. Let's go into the pad presets. Ooh, scary. So I'm thinking just like a one note kind of thing. Go back into the verse section. Yeah, something like that. I mean, at this point, you can just arrange it any way you want. But I think I'm going to wrap it up here. So yeah, this is like a Synthwave or a synth pop kind of beat, whatever you want to call it. If you like this kind of content, definitely subscribe for more, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace out.